He said, hold on, as soon as I hit play.
Sorry.
So, to everyone that's already here, you just got to hear Dre blow his nose. Yay, allergy season.
Sorry.
Oh, no one cares, boo-boo.
Well, fine.
And if they do care, then they don't. They don't.
Nobody cares.
They care. They just don't. They're not bothered.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Onward.
Okay. Let me see if I can figure out where this chat is and everything else. Whew. It always takes a while. So if anyone's here, hello. It just takes a little while for this screen to load. Every single time there's this incredible lag. But hi, and if you don't know me, I am Dory, and I have been doing a month-long challenge. I think I found the chat. I don't see anybody here. Okay, so yeah, I'll just wait for everyone to get here, but while I'm waiting, I'll just kind of explain. I've been doing a month-long challenge that was invented by my friend Black Summer Coloring. That's Claire, and she asked everyone to create ACEOs every day for the month of April. And before I started this, I had absolutely no idea, like, really what ACEOs were at all. Like, I'd heard them called artist trading cards, and I had a friend, I think, a long time ago that was really into them and really into the trading aspect of it, but that was so long ago. And I don't know, like, she tried to kind of get me into it, and I just never did. I don't know why, but I feel like I missed out, because if I had gotten into artist trading cards back when she told me about them back in the day, because that was in the I think probably 2010-ish. It was a while ago, so it was I probably would have a massive collection of cards right now. Oh yay, I've got people in chat now. Let's see. Oh, okay, so Tordor is here. Hey Tordor. Oh my gosh, yay. Okay, so I messaged Tordor earlier, and I said that if they were able to make it, I was going to open up a package. So pretty excited. Dre's been hoping that I would open this up for a while, and I'm super excited. I'm going to try not to show any addresses on here, but yeah. So let me see here. But no, I got a knife.
Oh no. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Dre was like, you need a knife? I was like, yeah, already taken care of. So I actually really, really love the way this package is, like, presented. Like, it's wrapped up in the paper and everything. It's so cute. Like, so, but, ooh, my hair. But, yeah, I'm going to try to, ooh. Okay, paper's on the floor so no one can see addresses anymore. But I've been holding on to this rather than opening it up, because I wanted to open it live, either in a video or in a live stream. And it's just happening now, I guess. So let's see. Oh, Nazreen is here. Ed is here. Oh, Andrea's here. Yay. Mr. Ed is here. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was your first experience with ACEOs also. Yeah. So I've been holding on to this because I just kind of wanted to have a day where I felt good and felt comfortable to being in front of the camera. And just for one reason or another, I've either been sick, or Dre's been sick, or it's just I've not felt good about myself. Like, my depression's been kind of out of control this month. So I just haven't felt good about myself enough to where I felt like I could be in front of a camera. So I just have had this for like a month. So I'm excited. You never, don't hold a knife towards your face. Don't do what I just did.
Oh God. I'll get the keys in the car ready.
Dre's like, we're going to the ER tonight, aren't we? Okay. Almost got into the package. But my last stream that I did, one of the last streams that I did, I was talking about Kinder eggs. And I said that I'd never had the original Kinder Egg. The ones that I had weren't the real deal, I guess. So Torter said that they would send me some real ones. So I'm super excited. And oh my gosh, okay. So air and air. And there's more than, there's stuff in here, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's something called Twiglets. Oh, are these those things you had on your Instagram with the crunchy, like Marmite flavor type stuff? I'm excited. There's a bunch of these. There's 3 of these. You don't want to be on camera? Why? Here.
Okay.
I'm going to open this one and we're going to taste them. So me and Dre are going to taste these. I'm so excited. Ooh. Ooh.
Wow, that's a different taste.
Dre was like,
my mouth didn't know what to expect.
these are so good. Mm.
These are yummy, yeah.
Yeah, these are really good. They're definitely there's a lot of flavor on these. That is so good. Thank you. No, I'm so excited. Okay, so I got these, and it looks like I also have some real Kinder eggs. I'm so excited. And I have a card. Torter, just let me know if you want me to read the card in front of everyone or if I should keep this private. Just let me know. But your handwriting is really nice. Okay. Okay. It looks like one of them didn't make it. Like it's kind of crumpled. But there's 3 of them in this box. And it looks like 2 of them are just fine. But that's the post office for you. Let's see.
Customs, post office.
Yeah, customs in the post office. But yay, I've got 2 that are not broken. And one's rattles, and this one does not. So I don't, oh. But, okay, so this one's already crumpled up. Do you want to taste some Kinder Egg, honey?
Yep. I do.
So it's already broken, but I can see there's like a little yellow yolk thing in there.
Thank you.
Yeah. It looks like it's white chocolate and milk chocolate. There's chocolate going everywhere.
Wow, that's so much better than ours.
All right.
It's better than the U.S. one.
It was so good. That's really sweet. That's really, really sweet chocolate.
It's much better.
Mm. All right. All right. I love chocolate. It's so good. I'm a chocoholic. But the thing that's really fascinated with me with these things is is the prize. And I saw this online. Like I think that it's like there's the prizes inside of this. Okay. All right, so it just opened. Oh, okay. It just opens up. Okay. And it's like a little guy. And it looks like there's instructions in here. So let me see what all of this is. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's like every language possible. I think that's just saying that it's a choking hazard, maybe. We know. Okay, so, and there's something else. More warnings in other languages that I don't read. So many languages, my goodness. And then this. Okay. Oh, it looks like I twist this little guy. Like I twist him. And then he's supposed to like flip up or something. Can't really get a hold of him. There we go. So I flip him, twist him like this, and then like I set him on a flat surface and he doesn't do it. He's not doing it. Okay. Am I doing it wrong? I'll try it on a flat surface and see if it works. Oh, it just does a little flip over. That's cute. Oh, this is cool. So it is really tiny. Like, I don't know how anyone would swallow this, but yeah, that's why they're forbidden in the United States, is because people swallow them, supposedly. But I can't imagine like eating chocolate and thinking, ooh, this is the part to swallow whole, you know? Like, I don't know. You'd have to be really dumb. But we do have a few people like that here in the United States, for sure. People that are really, really dumb. But I think they're everywhere, right? I'm excited. I have snacks.
Wait a minute, you have snacks.
Yeah, well, me and Dre have snacks. Yeah, Tide Pod's stupid. Yes, thank you. I saw someone had posted that you can put like your headphones in these, or your eyelashes or whatever, and you could carry them and they won't get messed up in your purse. So that's actually kind of cool. And this does feel fairly durable, so. And yeah, squeezing it is the right way to go, Nazreen, for sure. Okay, yay, okay. So, and Tordor says to read the card in private, so I will set this aside. I'm so excited. Thank you so, so much. And I have snacks, yay. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. These are cool. And I don't know, do you want me to open all of the eggs now, or should I just have them like one at a time?
I want them later.
You want them later?
Yes.
Yeah. You're so sweet, Tordor. Thank you. And Tordor is the thoughts on things in the chat, just in case anyone is wondering.
Thank you.
Dre says thank you. Which do I prefer? Now, oh, definitely prefer these kind. These are way cooler. And they taste a lot better.
Chocolate is much better.
Yeah, the chocolate is a lot better. I know it's like the same. What?
Abby, come here, baby.
I know it's like the same, but it's still, I don't know, the creamy version is definitely different than the actual chocolate version, which is much better. I'm excited. You're so sweet. Thank you. Okay, so the main thing I wanted to kind of address in this live stream was ACEO April, which, like I said, I had never done an ACEO or an artist trading card before. Like, so I have this stack of art now, and I'm really excited. And I posted all of the finished works online today, and people just right away, I want this one, I want this one, I want this one, wanting trades instantly. It's very cool. And I have ones that I've done for Nazreen here, so I'm going to take those off the stack because I don't want to accidentally show those. Those are secret. Those top secret.
I'm going to take an Abby.
You know, Abby might want to say everybody. You want to say?
I'm getting, she can, and then I'm going to take her.
Okay.
So she doesn't forget.
I'm going to let Abby say hi to everybody. Come here. Come here, baby. Oh, I'm such a good girl. Yeah, say hi to everybody. Yes. You can say hi. Yay! And then I think Abby's going to go lay down with Dre and they're going to take a nap while I do this. But I know she didn't get to say hi to everybody last time, so.
Come on, baby.
Let's just go see. Go be with Daddy. Go on. Go be with Daddy.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Okay, but yes, oh my gosh, I've got so much art here. It's crazy. I didn't, like, there's so many finished pieces here, and it's just so exciting. And this is with me taking a day to do a drawing of, like, for my Art Addicts Alliance. This I also did a coloring book page, and I also did took a day where there was drawing one of my subscribers, and so I didn't do one every single day. I did a video every day. There was definitely a video every day, but I did, you know. And then I took today off. Well, technically I didn't because I still have more that are done, but they weren't done for the challenge for this challenge. So, but yeah, I've got. Let me see. Turn around so you guys can see. I've got this just incredible stack, and I've got a bunch that I've got to mail off. And some of these are going to. One of them is going to France. One of them is going to. I think 2 are going to the UK. I've got one going to 2 going to Iowa, 1 to Ohio, all over the place, and it's so exciting. And I definitely want to trade with you, Mr. Ed, if you're into trading. I know you have difficulties financially, but if you can afford it, then I'd like to do a trade with you as well. But yes, I'm gonna have one of these again. These are so good. These are so good. They're I think it surprised Dre though, because when he put it in his mouth, he was like, he was like, I did not know what to expect. Hey, Lana. So, yeah, I found that these things are really good for like so many different things. So if you're into art, which I think most of you guys are, these things are cool because not only is there like this massive community that's built up around it, which you guys, you know, I'm so all about community. I love connecting with people and meeting people and finding people to learn from and to be inspired by, because that's the main reason that I'm on YouTube. I just, you know, it's so full of creative people. But you also have this amazing way of trying things without really committing to a massive piece of artwork, and that's cool. You put yours up on the door like magnets. That's cool. Hi, Mike. How are you doing? Mike, guys, Mike is having surgery either tomorrow or on Friday. Do you know which one you're doing yet? But either way, like, good luck to you. So yeah, definitely it's been cool. So I tried so many different things with this. I tried different types of materials. I experimented. And the very first one that I did was with the toys, the art supplies that I got out of my Kinder Egg ones that I got in my last live stream. I did this with my Kinder Eggs. So pretty excited. And I wanted to kind of talk about like what I learned and what I experimented with. And the main things I kind of like I practiced with were trying different things with my markers, like trying out realism with the markers. That was a new thing to give, you know, to try out, because I hadn't really done that. I don't really do a lot of anime, so I tried an anime style. I definitely played with my metallic colors, my metallic paints. I tried, and I did challenges like the highlighter challenge, which is something I hadn't really done because I didn't want to commit to a really large piece and have it fail. So making something really small makes it so that you're less afraid to do something. I also kind of learned a little bit about my color pencils I tried styles that I'd never attempted before. Thank you. I love the metallics. They're so cool. And yeah, again, more challenges. And this is one of my most, like, people wanting to trade. This is the ones that most people are really interested in. So I think this is worked out pretty well, the penny challenge. So, and I really thought Pikachu would be the first guy to go. I thought Pikachu was going to be gone, and he's not been claimed by anybody yet. But all of these, I'm going to have to pack up and mail out really soon. And but I tried different styles that I'm not really normally doing, and tried familiar things with new materials. Yeah, you like the penny one? Yeah, that was so good. And I sold a few of these. Like, this one's already paid for. And yeah, oh, there's one in here that I don't want Claire to see. Anyway, let me take that one out. That one's secret as well. But yeah, and it's really kind of made me go into where, like, Nazreen wanted to do an exchange with custom ones, so that we haven't seen. So I've filmed them, and they'll be posted after she receives the art. But I have some that I can't show, which I think are even a level up from these. Like, these are cool, right? But the ones that I'm doing now, I feel like are even better. Like, I feel like I've improved on tiny composition. So creating art on a very small scale is actually a challenge all on its own if you're used to working really large. So yeah, that's another thing I've learned, which is awesome. I'm going to take my secret ones and add them back to the pie. Oh, actually, I wanted to talk about which ones were my favorites. Let me see if I can find. I may have already taken the chicken out, but I took the rooster out of the stack already. But the rooster is one of my favorites for sure. You'll look away. No, it's okay. Everyone will see it. Everyone will see it in due time. But this is one of my favorites for sure. I absolutely love this one. I love the way it came out, and I was kind of looking at what beauty meant in fashion, what that all was when I was very young, in the 80s and that kind of thing. And it was very this. And I was kind of looking at the art that was popular in that time period, and I kind of wanted to emulate it in a way. So this is just one of my favorites because it's very much related to my childhood. So I love this card. And this one's still not claimed. I thought this one would go pretty quick. And I love my Buddha. This guy is also already claimed. This one's claimed. Oh no, I didn't take the chicken out. There we go. I think this is my absolute favorite. I think of all of them, I think this one's the number one fave. Yeah, eyes without a face. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. You understand. Let me see. And let's see. This is another one of my favorites, and that's just because it's me. I think it's adorable. This is one I posted yesterday. But yeah, those are my favorites of the bunch, I think. I do love my kitty cat. It's hard to pick favorites when all of your art feels kind of like your creation, like your child. But yeah. It's like I feel like every single one I did, I got a little better the next time. So it was definitely, I feel like it evolved on its own, and that was cool. I'm gonna set these off to the side. But yeah, I had a really good time with this challenge. I'm excited. I'm glad we're gonna be doing it again. I know Claire said there's some people that want to do it again in August. Like they're wanting ACEO August. And honestly, it just depends on my health and how I'm feeling. And I might do it again because the community aspect of it has been so exciting and rewarding to me. And maybe I won't. I don't know. I know my hand is fine now. Like you guys can see, it's fine again. But about the middle of the month, it was really hurting. I have this cyst that comes up under my skin. It's on this tendon here, and it gets really big, and it's just one of those things that fills up and it goes away. It gets big and then it goes away, and it's just been doing it for like a year or so now. And the doctor said, yeah, it's the only way to really get rid of it is to have surgery and remove the actual cyst. Otherwise, it's just going to fill and just kind of keep going. So, but can't do that right now. So anyway, and when it gets really big, I know because it's done it so many times that it will go away. Like it's gone now. But yeah, about the middle of the month, it was really big, and I was having a hard time moving my fingers this way to hold a pencil without my hand going with this down, going completely numb. So if I was holding a pencil, I couldn't feel it. And that made it honestly a little hard. You can see, like in the scans of some of my artwork, I think the best example of that is the anime one that I did, the Doki Doki fan art. This one. When you look at the scans of it, you can see my hand is just shaking. Like all of the line art is like that. And it's because I couldn't tell if I was touching the page or not. My hand was numb. So there's that. But I still did it. I still, like, not being able to feel the pencil or the page at all, I still think I did a decent job. So I'm really proud of it, you know? But yeah. So I don't know that I want to do another daily art video if my hand is hurting, if that makes sense. So, but yeah. But if it's like this, like I can feel my hand just fine now, and the weather is warm, August is a perfect time to do art because, the weather's not cold. My Raynaud's is not going to be acting up. So summer's like the best time of year for my hands, honestly. I mean, it's great. Winter is the time that really sucks. So let's see. But I don't know if you guys can see me or not. I hope you all can see me because I've not seen any in the chat for a little while, but it might just be because I'm talking about my health, and that's a boring topic. Okay, you can see me. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, Abby, honey. She was supposed to be napping with Daddy, but she has abandoned him to go sit in my chair instead. You're a butthole. You're gonna hurt his feelings. Yeah, don't look at me that way. She's just like, I don't care. Oh, thank you. Oh, well, thank you, Tortor. Yeah, that's why I wanted to open it up. As soon as I saw you were here, I went ahead and did it so that you could see. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I appreciate the presents. You're so sweet. Thank you. Have a great night. Let's see. Oh, and Mike has to go too. Thank you for stopping by, Mike. I appreciate it. Good luck with your surgery. And yeah, so but yeah, I'm fine. Like in the summer, I should be fine as far as art goes. So normally there's a lot less pain, like physical pain, in the summertime. I don't know why it is cold weather that makes it so miserable. Oh, hey, Lana, how you doing? Let's see. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Dory just stopped by. It's midnight where you are? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, because of the time difference. It's only 6 here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, be a responsible adult. You have a good time. Thank you for popping by, though. It's one of the things that Dre and I have been talking about is wanting to move to the United Kingdom. It's something that I've wanted to do since I was a little kid. I've always wanted to live in the United Kingdom. And Dre's been very fascinated with it for sure as well. It's yeah, midnight. I'm so sorry to stream so late, guys. It's because I have to wait for Dre to finish work because his office is right here. So I can't stream while he's talking to clients. So but yeah, and he just finished work. I'm so sorry to stream so late. But you're here all night. Okay, thank you. Yay, Nazreen. Yay. So yeah, but we are thinking about moving to the UK. And if we are able to save up the money, we would like to make that happen. Drawing the first mermaid. Ooh. I've drawn a couple recently. I am not doing mermaid, though. I don't think so. I might do a mermaid here and there throughout the month, but I definitely can't do another daily challenge right after this one. So yeah, I'm a night owl too. Yeah, I will be up. I probably won't be in bed until like 2 or 3 a.m. my time. So and that's just because I have to go to sleep at some point. If I'm left to my own devices, I'll be up until the sun comes up doing art or whatever, editing, whatever it is that I decide to do. Oh, I wanted to do a shout out also. I was a guest voiceover on one of my friends' channel, Kim. Let me get a link and I'll put it in the chat for you guys. But I was a guest voiceover for her channel today because she is in hospital for treatment for cancer. And she had to have some radiotherapy on her throat and is not able to talk due to just tumors and cancer and all that other mess. And yeah, she's in a lot of pain and she couldn't talk. So she asked a couple different people to do voiceovers for her. And I was her guest voiceover today. And she has done the ACEO challenge also. So let me find a link to her and I will put it in here for you guys so you can check her out. She's an incredibly sweet person. No, that's not it. I've got so many art channels favorited. I just have to go through the list. So many people. And then I've got people that aren't not artists like mixed in. Here we go. I've got her. But I will put a link here. There we go. Is it not going to let me put a link? You butt. It's not going to. That's okay. I will put her channel name and you guys can search her. Maybe it'll let me do that. It's not. Ugh. Stop being a butthole. Okay, her name is Kimberly Ann Debling, and it's got a little hyphen in there. There we go. I'm just reading your chat. Sorry. If my head's shaking, I'm sorry. Oh, my hair looks awesome. Thank you. Okay, So yeah, Kimberly Ann Debling, definitely check out her channel. She doing a shout out for her because she's been incredibly brave and has done daily art videos while in the hospital getting treated for cancer and not being able to really talk or move. So holy cow, this woman is like some kind of Wonder Woman. And she's over here telling me I'm brave for what I'm going through. And it's you know, no, she's a Wonder Woman for sure. Check her out. It was an honor to be able to do her guest voiceover, so that was cool. Now that I actually have a nice microphone, I don't know if y'all can. Ooh, so fabulous! Now that I have a decent mic, I can actually do nice voiceovers, and that's good. I went back and I watched one of my older art videos today, and one of them when I just started putting in voiceovers, because I haven't even done that for the whole time. I started off with just the music and speed paint. So boring. But when I first started doing the voiceovers, I would use the mic that's built into my laptop. And the mic is like in the middle where the keyboard meets the screen. And I would literally just hold it, like put my face in it like my nose was in a book, and just talk into the middle of my computer to record my narrations. And it sounds so bad. But it was voice. It was a voice. So my husband got very discouraged seeing me do that. So a while back, he did buy me a nice mic so that I don't sound like a crazy person trying to eat my laptop. But yeah, if you go back and watch my old voiceovers, oh, it's painful. It's funny how we all see ourselves growing. As we go back and you watch your older stuff, and you don't realize how much you've improved until you go back and watch your older videos and you're like, oh wow, how did I even have any subscribers? Like, honestly, my first year on this channel, I don't know why anyone subscribed to me. I really have no clue. I'm glad everyone did. I'm glad people did subscribe to me in my first year, because it kept me going and made me want to improve and got me to where I'm at now. But I don't know that as a lone wanderer of the web, if I had come onto my channel, I don't know that I would have subscribed to myself, which is so bad. But I think we all start in that place, right? We all start out that way. I was thinking actually maybe I should do a video about how to improve as an artist on YouTube, and things that you can do to be less cringy. Because I've learned a lot just watching me make mistakes. So yeah, I think it might be helpful. It might be cool. I don't know. I'm definitely not the model of success, at all, but I've learned a lot, so I don't mind sharing the knowledge, you know what I mean? You have not gotten worse, Mr. Ed. You have not. You are more natural than, yeah, there's something to be said about feeling very natural. I think that's another thing I learned from this challenge from ACEO's April, is doing the unscripted voiceovers, because I've always gone without a script in my sit down and hang out videos. But with my art videos for the narration, I would write out things and edit it and go back in and like proofread it and want it to be really structured and really professional, because I wanted to look like a professional artist. And I think it in a way made me less relatable, because it was so structured, and I was putting so much effort into it that it took away from what I was actually trying to accomplish. So while I think scripts are definitely good if you're trying to do a presentation, I think that for just in general, presenting the art that you've done, I think doing the narration without a script, if you can feel comfortable doing it, is way better. So that's definitely a huge thing I've learned. So I think it helps that I'm a blabbermouth and I never stop talking. So that's a plus. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I like the fact that I've learned this lesson that I guess needed to be learned, that I don't have to sound absolutely professional all the time. It's okay to say it's okay, you know, as long as you're not doing it all the time, you know, you can just be you. Because people subscribe to you, they're not subscribed to, you know, learn the facts that you're presenting. They don't care about that unless they're subscribed to some kind of fact channel. But you know, even on those, I watch some of those, the ones like the top fives and stuff like that. I'll watch videos like that sometimes, and they'll be like top 5 greatest places to go on vacation, and they'll tell you facts about them, and it's very clean cut, very structured, obviously scripted. But if the person doing the narration has no personality, I will not I will not watch it. I don't care. Does that make sense? You write down an outline and follow that. Thank you. Yeah, I do. I want to be relatable. I hope, because, and I was thinking about it earlier today, you know? And so, oh, hey, Lindsay. Thank you for popping by. Yeah, I know you've got, you know, the kids and everything, but thank you. Thank you for hanging out. Dre's in bed, but I'm sure he says hi too. But yeah, I was thinking earlier today about how I, you know, how can I say this? Putting thoughts into words, complication, difficult. I was thinking about how if I like certain things, I can't be the only person on earth that's into those things. So I think there's a really high amount of pressure for people to stick to a specific genre. I mean, even if you do just art videos, people want you to kind of go with the same type of art all the time. Like if you are an art channel that does anime videos, if you do a video where you're not doing anime style art, your audience is going to flip out and get really upset with you because you're not doing what they subscribed for, right? And it creates this weird pressure to constantly create the same thing over and over and over. And it feels like you aren't allowed to expand beyond that box. So I, in a way, from the very beginning, have fought against that box. I don't want to be packaged into any specific thing. I don't want to have a specific label. I do call myself a paranormal YouTuber because I talk a lot about paranormal stuff and I talk a lot about ghosts. And I'm very, very much into the paranormal community, and I'll watch other paranormal videos. But I'm not a huge paranormal channel, because I do other things other than just paranormal. I've not grown massively in the art community because I do stuff other than art. And when I do art, I don't have a specific genre that I fit into. I do more than just a specific style. And when I first started this channel, I felt like the only thing I could do was either the abstract painting or the graphite portrait. And that's all I did. I didn't do any other type of art. I didn't try to stretch into anything else. And now that I'm actually stretching into other things and really expanding and allowing myself to be out of that box that I fought against with the paranormal stuff and the story times, and I was doing weight loss videos for a while, I think, oh, Misty says hi. Hey. Thank you for popping in while you're at work. Wow. But yeah, I once I allowed my resistance to being boxed in to expand into my art, I think I really started to blossom as a YouTuber, I guess, because I feel like people are getting to know me. I don't want people to subscribe and watch just the art. I don't want people to just subscribe and just for the paranormal. I want them to subscribe because they like me and I'm like a nice person. Misty is my best friend since I was 12 years old. So you can ask her. I am a nice person. This really is who I am. This really is me, right, Misty? So, I mean, I'm not putting on any kind of front. Like, this is genuinely me. I said, "Hey, Jennifer," and I think that is my brand. A lot of our YouTubers worry so much about what their brand is, and I think, my brand is me. That's me. And if you don't like me, then don't watch. So, and I was thinking about it because I do have that pressure coming in. There's people that specifically subscribed because they just want the paranormal stories. There's people that have subscribed that just like the art. There's people that are not interested in my story times. There's people that subscribe just because they were interested in my health journey last year. And since I stopped talking about my health, they kind of faded away. So the reason that I have fought against being boxed in, and the reason that I have made myself my brand, the reason that I present myself in all the different aspects that I exist in, the paranormal interests, the story time stuff, the art stuff, talking about my dog, talking about my health, talking about mental health, anything that I find interesting. The reason that I do that is because if I'm interested in it, then somebody else out there is interested in it too. There's other people that are like me. I'm not the only one out there that likes art and paranormal and stories. I'm not the only one out there. There are other people that are like me. And if I just continue to be like me, those people will find me and I'll have made a new friend. So that's me. So anyway, sorry, weird rant, but that's what I was thinking about today, and that's the best way I can possibly organize those thoughts. Yes, your brand is you. You're right, Jennifer. Exactly. Let's see. So it's going to take me. I'm sorry. I have a hard time reading. Yes, if we're happy, then we'll have a happy audience. Exactly. As an artist. Oh, that's so nice. Hey, Claire. Hey, Claire. Okay, Claire is the one that created the ACEO April. So if you guys haven't seen her videos, do take a look because she's the one that invented this. Claire, I was just talking a little while ago about everything I learned from this challenge, and it's been a lot. So thank you so much for inventing this. And hey, and have a good night, and tell Laura I said hi and sleep well. But yeah, and I I went on a big rant, sorry. I don't know if I guess my live streams definitely showcase how scatterbrained I can be. Because I lose my mind, or I lose my train of thought. I lose my mind too, but I lose my train of thought very easily. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Nazarene. It does get harder the more you popularize. The perfect example is PewDiePie. Like he stopped doing gaming videos, and his audience like just about lost their minds. It's crazy. So I don't want to ever be boxed into a specific thing because if my audience gets to a point where they think that's all I am, then that's all I'll ever be allowed to be. And I don't want that. I want to just always be me because this is my channel. this is me. They're not subscribed to my videos. They're subscribed to me. And I take that very personally. So I do have a lot of artists that follow me. And it's grown more since I started doing more art videos, obviously. Yes. But it's grown more since I joined the Art Addicts Alliance for sure. since I joined the Art Addicts Alliance, I think my exposure to other art channels has, I think, tripled. So I think with my health issues last year, I think I got a lot of artists that came in and were supporting me. And I think that's because of all of the action that you guys took on my behalf to help me with my expenses. And I know a couple of you guys have not been here since last year, so I'll just quickly summarize. If you're new to my channel, last year I did have to have a very major surgery because of a large tumor my doctors found on my uterus, and I had to have all of it taken out. All my lady stuff is gone because it was all eat up with tumor, and not cancer. I did not have cancer. It was non-cancerous tumors. They were just massive, like massively large tumor, like fibroid tumors, and they were just basically crushing everything, literally everything, my bladder and everything. And because I'm in the United States, my employer was allowed to legally fire me as soon as they found out I was ill, and my insurance went away, and I had to pay for all of my health care out of my own pocket, which in the United States is incredibly expensive. It was thousands and thousands of dollars that I had to pay with no job. So and my Art Addicts Alliance buddies, Mr. Ed and Black Summer Coloring, it just everybody that was in that group, they all donated art and did a fundraiser and raised money for me. So it helped me actually pay a lot of my bills, and I'm so grateful. And that action not only helped me financially and emotionally and morally, morally, I guess, it helped my morale. How do you say that? It boosted my psychological health, and it helped me in so many different ways. And it also brought other artists to my channel, which was this weird, unexpected side effect of my health crisis. So, and it's also a great way of explaining how amazing the art community is on YouTube. Oh my gosh. Like when I say I'm all about community, there are so many reasons why, but the main reason is that the community is genuine. Like these are real people that that care about each other, that genuinely love each other, and it's so good. Oh yeah, Jennifer, you understand then, you've been there. It's rough, and yeah, it's just the United States is messed up. Which I was saying at the beginning of this, I want to move to the UK, and that's a huge reason why. It is a huge, huge reason why, because I feel like the UK, while it does definitely have a lot of problems, I think it's a little bit better run than the place I live in now. They actually seem to have sort of things together, and plus, I just, I love the people. I love the food. I love the culture. I love the music. I love the history of it. There's really nothing. I feel like I was born in the wrong country because, I mean, I had a friend over that had never hung out with me before. She was, and she's from Europe. And I was making myself a cup of tea, and I was putting milk in it and everything. And she stops and she goes, "Are you British?" And I started laughing. I said, "No." And she said, you're doing that like an English person. And I was like, "Well, that's just how I've always liked my tea." And, and she was laughing, and she was like, "You've never seen an American do that before." I was like, "Well, I'm just in the wrong place." Let me get caught up on the chat here. Yes, the YouTube art community is everything. They're so good. Oh, thank you. I would love to be in the United Kingdom. It's just, it looks beautiful too. And we'd like to go to Ireland to visit because Dre's family is from Ireland. I mean, you look at him, he's got the fair skin, the freckles, and the red hair. He's Irish. Let's see. Just visited London for the first time. Oh yeah. I'm kind of looking at places like Manchester and Surrey, things like that, because they look like decent places to live, and I think a little less expensive than London, because London does look like it's very, very expensive. um, but the company that Dre works for is based in London. So if we move there, he could actually keep his job and just work closer to the headquarters of the company he works for. I can't say who he works for, but they're an English company. I'll just say that. So it would actually be really good because he could work really easily. He could transfer to the UK and it would be fine for his job. Yes, cream and tea is so, so good. I know it is a reason to visit. And I have so many friends that live in the United Kingdom. It's crazy. Like so many people. And like a UK family vlog is, there's a tons. I'm not even gonna try to name, like Shelly is another one. She's not an artist, but she's a great friend. Let's see. And if my head's shaking, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to read and it's just, my eyes aren't really focusing tonight. Yes, London, it looks really expensive. Yeah, there's a lot of places. Like commute, I think, is probably easy because it looks like there's tons of public transportation in England. They really don't they don't really have very good public transportation here. Like if you want to go anywhere, you have to call a cab. Or get to where a bus station is. And I think the nearest bus station to where I live, and I live in the city. I live in the city of downtown, like the capital of my state. I live in the city of that, and and the closest bus stop to me, I think, is a 45-minute walk from here to possibly an hour walk. So it's crazy. So I'm not, so public transportation sucks here. You would really have to buy a cab or get an Uber. Yeah, you guys know with the agoraphobia, I don't leave home. I'm definitely not walking an hour to get on a bus with a bunch of strangers. It's not happening. Let's see. Let's see. The tube is fantastic. Let's see. I'm sorry, it's taking me. My eyes are really not focusing. I feel my head shaking. If you're new to the channel, I've explained before my eyes shake, and I don't know that I'm doing it, but my body compensates for the eye shaking by moving my head. So it looks like I'm shaking my head, no, but it's really just because I'm trying to see. It's something that's gotten me in trouble at work and things like that when I'm trying to focus my eyes. As somebody once commented on my head shaking and they were like, you act like you have Tourette's. And I'm like, no, I just have a nystagmus in my eye. It's nothing big. But yeah, people are mean. This is just one of those things out on YouTube. Oh yeah, you do live in a beautiful place, Mr. Ed. You do. Your live streams where you go up, like hiking up the side of a mountain and things, it's like just stunning. Like, I know I don't talk very much in your live streams, but when you're like streaming on Facebook, I'll go in and I'll just have it on because you seem to always stream when I'm making dinner. It's like seems like every time. So whenever I'm cooking, so I'll just oh, Mr. Ed's on. So I'll put it on and I'll just have you keep me company while I'm cooking. I don't know why your timing is like that, but it just seems that way. So even if I'm not talking, I'm probably there. The public transport is no way near what it is in London. Yeah, it's it's just we don't have good public transportation in the United States at all, like in general. So I think unless you live in a place that prides itself on that for some reason, but in general we just don't have it. And if we do, it's scary. It's really scary and dirty and probably a place you're going to get murdered. Yeah, people are mean, but it's okay. So if I'm like focusing on the chat, my head's probably gonna shake because it's just one of those. It's some days are better than others, and today is just one of those days. But it's all good. And if my it's allergy season also, so. But yeah, we've been talking about it, and I think with politics being what they are in the United States, we've been wanting to kind of leave the United States for a while. And just the fact that I've wanted to be in the UK since I was a kid, it's just one of those things. And having so many friends there just makes it even more tempting, more inviting, because I know so many people that I would love to meet in real life and hang out with. And I feel like would be wonderful to hang out with and would be wonderful to know. And even one of my, when I used to have a YouTube channel back in 2005 when YouTube was brand new. And my channel was very different from what I am now. It was more like a vlog channel of parties, like home videos of parties and stuff. And I made a friend, several friends through there. One of them lives in the United Kingdom, and I've known him now for a very long time, obviously, 13 years. And one of them lived in my city, and she's just recently moved to the UK. So one of my only friends here now has relocated. So it's just even more. Oh, you've got to dip out. Okay. Yeah, finish your video. Good luck. Thank you for hanging out. That was really sweet. Thank you. But yeah, bye, Jennifer. But yeah, it's just, it's been one of those type of things, one of those things. And anyway. Oh, and if you weren't here for the beginning of the thing, I got some English sweet treats from Tordor, so I'm excited about those. If I'm munching, that's what I have over here. We do not have these in the U.S., so this was it was unusual. I wasn't expecting what it is, so. Oh, it's okay. You stayed longer than I thought you would. So, I mean, I know it's late, so go get some sleep. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks. And oh my gosh, yeah, it's just yeah, there's a lot of reasons to go to the UK. One of the biggest is there's some friends of mine that I have that live there called UK Family Vlog, and they've, had children, and, while I'm watching, since I started watching, I think they've gone through 2 different pregnancies and had 2 different children, and plus they have others that are grown, and they've all, obviously the children have had medical needs, some of them have had mental health needs, some of them have had physical health needs, and they've been cared for, and they've not had to like start a GoFundMe. They've not had to, beg for money for help, or they've not lost their home. They've, been okay in spite of having a growing family and dealing with health issues. They're not wealthy, but they're okay. And if that same family lived in the US where I live, they would be homeless right now. They would not be receiving care right now. So it's just, that's the difference. I think that is most appealing to me about the United Kingdom. It's just there's that level of concern for the actual general public that exists there that does not exist here. So, to be honest, we in Germany always plan where to go when the politics get worse here. Yeah. Yeah, I could see why. I made my move here and I've never looked back, but I miss the home. The quality of life though I imagine. Yeah, Nazarene was doing a live stream earlier today and I was listening to her talk about how she misses home because it was a beautiful place because she's from Africa, yeah. But the people there and the situation, the environment that she lived in was very dangerous. And it was a situation where most of the people that she's known have either been robbed or attacked or raped or experience some kind of violence. And when you are there, it's not just a question of whether it's going to happen, it's when. And there are places like that, and I'm very fortunate to not be in that situation. Trust me, I understand that I am better off than a lot of people in the world. And to complain is very wrong, I guess, in a way, because there are so many people that are in such dangerous situations, and I'm not in impending danger right now. But I'm definitely in a situation where if I have another health crisis, I will not have a home. I'm in a situation where there is absolutely no care for me. As far as government financial assistance, I don't qualify because my husband makes more than $800 a month. And to have that requirement that in order to get assistance from the government, you have to be that poor is insane to me. So, yeah. I'm in a situation where I'm too poor to do anything, but I'm too rich to get assistance. So even though I don't currently even work, I'm, there's a lot of I could complain, I could talk about it more, but it's just one of those things where my situation is definitely better than a lot of people's, but it could be better, and I know what I can do to make it better. So I see. It's not as bad as the US though, I guess. Well, I'm not sure much about German politics. I'll be honest. I'm not. We don't know. In the United States, we don't know. The news basically focuses on here. We hear more about Kim Kardashian taking a selfie and blowing up Twitter. That's our news. I'm not exaggerating in any way. That is legitimately what we hear more of. And I remember there was one day here. It's a perfect example. There was one day here where everyone was talking about something that the Kardashians had done, and everyone was that was the big headline. That was the big news, was something about the Kardashians. And it wasn't until I was talking to someone that lived in Europe, someone that I know through YouTube, that I found out that there had been bombings and that hundreds of people were killed in another country that day. And we didn't know. No one in the US knew. We just don't know what's going on in the world because no one tells us. We don't know unless we take our own personal initiative. We're not taught world history. We're taught local history. We're not taught what's going on in the world. There are people in the United States that are, and this is turning into such a rant. I'm so sorry. But there's people in the United States that are incredibly passionate about topics that they know nothing about. There are people that constantly they're very strong on immigration issues, but have absolutely no idea what it costs to be an immigrant in the United States legally. They have absolutely no idea what it costs. there are people that are against refugees coming into the United States, but they have no idea what the refugees are fleeing. So it's just crazy because the level of information that we're given is so one-sided that it's crazy. It's just crazy to me. And unless we take our own personal initiative to learn about things, we don't know. And like I was telling Nazreen, I think months ago, we were talking a little bit about African history and trauma there. And the only reason I even knew about it was because I had researched it myself, because it's definitely not something I was ever taught or shown. So there's a really popular saying here in the United States that is, unless there's a movie about it, nobody cares. And that's true. It's very true. Like, there's a movie that was just recently award-winning that came out, I think, last year called The Darkest Hour, and it's about Winston Churchill. And before the movie came out, I was one of the only people I knew that knew who Winston Churchill even was. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. And now that the movie's out, all of a sudden everybody knows who he was, right? Everyone that's seen the movie. But nobody's bothered to learn anything else beyond that film, which is crazy to me. It's crazy, this willful ignorance that is here. Let's see how I get caught up on the chat now that I'm done with my rant. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Lana. Things it's not necessarily wrong to complain. The government should try to make things better for people. And you're right. The media does not work here at Mr. Ed. It does not. I get most of my news from BBC from BBC News. I don't get it any kind of real good news anywhere else. Every country teaches mostly local history. Is intertwined with their own. It's so bizarre because, like, in history class, what we learned was the whole thing about civilization originating in Africa, and then there were land bridges and the people spread out from there, and there were Native Americans in America, and then the Europeans came over to America, and then it's just American history from there. That's it. And we're not even taught up to the past the Civil War. Like, that's where history ends in school. Like, we're not taught the Korean War in school. We're not taught the Vietnam War in school. We're not taught anything recent. And that's funny to think of the Korean War as recent, but it is, according to our history. So we're just taught from the Europeans coming to America up to the Civil War. And that's it. Like, that is literally our history classes. And if you want any more history than that, you have to go to college, or what you guys call university, and learn it there, because in high school it ends at Civil War. So, and it's crazy. It's like it doesn't even go really into the 1900s at all, our history classes. It's very, very bad. The bombings happening lately are also happening rarely. We just don't hear about stuff. There's more shootings in the US. There was a while there where it was every week we had a shooting of some kind, and it was literally every week. I was talking, my therapist knows about it, but it's a big part that's plaguing on my agoraphobia issues. I don't want to leave my home because I really am scared that I'm going to get shot. Which is a bit of an exaggeration because I don't necessarily live in a dangerous area, but a lot of the places where shootings are not dangerous. But anyway, I'm going to start speed talking because that makes me nervous. So Sorry, I'm commenting on you. No, that's okay. This is here for conversation. We're here to chat and hang out, right? I love history and politics, and it's something I'm really passionate about. Yeah, me too. Let's see. So that is fascinating. My geography was horrendous, and my husband has made me love it more. Love it, and we tested. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time focusing my eyes. Collagen. Yeah, it is. It's yeah, for real. So I didn't mean for this to be like a weird American rant thing. I'm sorry about that. But like, you know, conversation goes where it goes. But yeah, it's just one of those things where well, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, it's just I don't know. So there's a lot of different reasons why I want to move to the UK. To get back to what I was saying. But yeah. I am I'm just there's a lot of problems that I see when I look around. We'll just say that. It is a discussion. Yeah. If it just feels like I'm ranting because I'm the one doing all the verbal discussion. You know what I mean? I have a drink of water here. Wonderful. Water. Oh, and I've got my Ravenclaw today. Ravenclaw. I'm still Hufflepuff, but the cup is Ravenclaw. My husband's never really known what house he is. He's never really fully identified, but we were talking and doing some quizzes and discussing it, and he was like, yeah, I think I'm Slytherin. So I think my husband is Slytherin, and I think I've always known I'm Hufflepuff. There's no doubt in my mind. So it's kind of funny because, you know, according to fan lore and all that other stuff, the perfect pairing and the perfect friendship is Hufflepuff and Slytherin. So it's funny that we mesh that well. And we really do have that kind of dynamic of me forgetting to bring a sweater and him going, God, you know, why can't you ever bring a sweater? And here's mine, and you're going to freeze to death if it weren't for me. That kind of dynamic does exist. So see. We all have areas we suck in socially. Yeah. Ooh, next live stream. I could not get my husband past the first question. Yeah. You should do the quizzes if you don't know. But like, I've just even reading the books, I knew you're always a Gryffindor. Okay, that's cool. Gryffindors are awesome. I don't know if you guys, if anyone here was friends with Joe. I have a video coming out in a couple of days about him, but he was a really good friend of mine on here on YouTube. And he lived in Ireland, so he was one of my very first friends in Ireland, and just an incredibly sweet guy. And he's just passed away. Yeah, and he was a Gryffindor. That's what, I'm like, what is that? That's so random. But yeah, okay. It's because he was a Gryffindor. And he was very, very proud of being a Gryffindor. And he just, even right up until the end, dude was a Gryffindor. So it's funny how some people just naturally fit into a house. Me definitely always Hufflepuff, no doubt in my mind. And I think it's because I'm inherently kind. I'm just a nice person, and because I am very open and welcoming to everyone. And those are traits I don't mean to be bragging about. I mean, those just are natural traits of mine that I'm aware of. And you know, because I love everybody and I see beauty in everyone, and that's a very Hufflepuff thing. Yeah. Plus, the Hufflepuffs are very hardworking and all these things. So definitely Hufflepuff, Hufflepuff, Hufflepuff. That is me. But yeah, I love everybody. So Let's see. Lana, do you know what house you are in? Are you a Harry Potter fan? I guess I should ask. Uh, is it just us? Is it just us three right now? Let me go up and see how many people we got hanging out. I don't know how many. It looks like it's just two of you guys. It might be Mr. Ed also still. But yeah, what house is everybody in? Anyone that's here? Hey, Mr. Ed. Do you like Harry Potter? I'm mildly obsessed. Oh, and it's like the very first conversation I ever had with Dre was about Harry Potter. It was before the last movie came out. We talked about Harry Potter and possibly going to see the film. And that was supposed to be our first date, but our first date was actually to go to a Prince concert. So Harry Potter is the first books you ever first books you ever read in English, but you never finished the series. Oh, that's a shame. You should. They're great. They're very fun. They're a lot of fun, and they're good starters for English, I think. Is there what did I used to call them literary candy because they're so sweet, and you know, the kind of thing where you just want to keep going, digest all of them. So the movies are okay. Not really obsessed. More Matrix than Harry Potter. Oh, okay. Yes. Prince. Yeah, that was our first date. We saw Prince in concert. Love Prince. The story is rich and inventive. It is. Are you talking about The Matrix or Harry Potter? Either one is true. I love The Matrix as well. I'm definitely not as absorbed by it. Oh, you're a Doctor Who girl? I just saw that pop up. I love Doctor Who. Oh, who is your favorite Doctor? Everyone always asks that question. I've got 11 and 12 over there on pop vinyls. And oh, you're talking about Harry. Like, I can see it when it's at the bottom, but when it starts getting up and there's multiple lines, like, I have to go in. Let's see. I love Doctor Who. I'm really excited about the new season. They need to just hurry up and start airing new episodes because I'm into it. I'm really into it. I cannot wait to see the new Doctor. I'm going to be so sad to see Peter Capaldi go because he was amazing. A lot of people didn't like him, but he's one of my favorite Doctors, I'll be honest. I absolutely love Capaldi. See? Depends. You love 9 and Rose. I love 9 too. No one ever thinks of 9. 10 and Donna. Yes, they were so sassy. Donna is my favorite companion. Love Donna. And 12 and Amy and Rory. Yeah. Let's see. It's different combinations and different stories. I agree. I know Dre loves River Song. Obsessed. I think from that era, I love Martha Jones. And let's see. Rory. I couldn't think of his name for a second. I love Rory. Let's see. Favorite series of anything is Star Trek Voyager. See, we're having a total Dory fest right now because I love Voyager too. Everyone always hates on me because I love Neelix, but I can't help it. Neelix is friggin' awesome. I'm sorry, Neelix was cool. Everyone always gets down on Neelix because his obsessive jealousy with his girlfriend. But when she broke up with him, he was just like, okay, bye. you know, and then was supportive and continued to be her friend, but was never creepy, never stalked her, never acted all weird. He was just cool with her and let her grow up and do her thing after she dumped him. And she dumped him for the stupidest reason of all anyway. So, I mean, yeah, dude was cool. Um, so I don't know. I like Neelix. I also love the Doctor. People think he was annoying. I thought he was cool watching him develop from something that was a program that was obviously geared towards being annoying and self-righteous, and he grew into becoming a better person through various experiences of failing socially, and he became a better person by the end of the show. So I like the Doctor as well because he had that evolution in his character. And in order for that evolution to happen, he had to make horrible mistakes. So, yeah, of course he was annoying in the beginning and he made horrible mistakes that would have made him unlikable, but those were necessary for him to grow. So, I like the Doctor too. Let's see. Let's see. He bonded with a Vulcan. He bonded with a Vulcan for Kitty's sake. He has started watching Star Trek this year and will start with Next Generation. I hope. Haven't watched Forward. Okay, so Next Generation is amazing. I love Next Generation. You're gonna like it. It's good. It's good stuff. I used to think that Picard was the best captain, but I don't know. Janeway is friggin' good. So it's one of those that it just gets better, you know, like Next Generation is amazing, but then Voyager is just that step up. So you're in for a treat if you haven't seen it. It's good. Let's see. Tulix. Yeah. I liked Tulix. It was sad. That was a sad episode. And my husband and I actually disagree about how that should have gone. Because I personally feel like Tulix had the right to live. I felt like he was not in the wrong for wanting to exist, and it wasn't his fault he was created the way he was, and that kind of sucks. I understand why it went the way it did, but I feel like Tulix, you know, you can't blame him for wanting to live. It's horrible. So yeah, my husband's just like, you know, screw him. He should sacrifice himself. He shouldn't have existed anyway. So we have that difference, and it's good. I think Star Trek is great for that because it makes you talk about things that are important, like makes you really consider these moral questions in a hypothetical way. So it's interesting to see how you stand on things. You fell in love with Spock. Oh, I love Spock. Spock is so amazing. I drew him actually a while ago. Let's see. It's good. It's cool. Good. Yeah. You never watched it before, but it is hilarious. Yes, Star Trek is good stuff. Janeway and the Borg is the most terrifying thing ever. I agree that the Borg is absolutely terrifying. Doctor Who has amazing villains, just incredible villains. Doctor Who really sets up different types of villains in a way that really makes you consider what is evil, what are you afraid of? Because I think that the type of villain that you're afraid of in Doctor Who says a lot about you as a person. Like if you're afraid mostly of the Weeping Angels, then obviously you value your time and your place in time. You value the life that you have built here, and having that taken away from you and being put somewhere else is terrifying to you, and that's a legitimate fear. But me personally, I don't find the Weeping Angels scary. I really don't. The villain that scares me the most is the Silence, because of what they do. And they exist without you even knowing. You can look at them, but the second you look away, they're gone from your mind. You don't know they exist. The only thing that stays in your mind is whatever they put there. So when you're looking at them, they can totally tell you you want to kill your husband, and then you're scared to death. No, of course I don't want to kill my husband. You look away. You don't see them anymore. You don't remember them. You don't remember them telling you want to kill your husband. You just remember you want to kill your husband. And so they're manipulating your mind and your actions without you even knowing they're there. And that is terrifying to me. That is scary as hell. So yeah, silents are my number one fear as far as Doctor Who villains go. Now, the reason that the Borg are so terrifying is because they're like the Cybermen in a way. If you want to equate them to Doctor Who villains, they're very much like the Cybermen, because what they do is they take away your humanity and they put you in something else. They take away everything that makes you human, and they take your memories and they take your soul and they stick it into something mechanical, and they operate, make you part of a machine in a way. So you're being a part of this, like what they call the hive mind. You operate just like as a drone. So you're existing, you are aware of what's happening, but you have no control of it. And your human concern and your humanity is just gone. And that's terrifying as well. So the Borg they're good villains. They're good in a way that the Cybermen are scary, and they're good in a way that the Silents are scary. So they're good villains for sure. Let's see. Tulix had a very short life. He did, and it was so sad. And he was so sweet. Like, he was adorable. I just loved him. Let's see. Oh, the Weeping Angels. I've been to a cemetery in Warsaw, Poland recently. That's where my family is from. My family is from Poland. I'd love to go there someday. Poland it's an interesting place, I think. Shortly after you watched the episode and it was scary, did they have angels in the cemetery? You had to work in Poland at the time. Were there angels in the cemetery? Because that would probably be really creepy, honestly. But you have to think about what the villains represent and stuff. You love Poland. You fell in love with it during uni. Oh, I've heard it's beautiful. I've heard it's a beautiful place. I would love to visit Poland. I don't know that I would want to live in Poland, and I definitely don't think I can speak the language. It sounds incredibly complicated. My mom speaks a little bit, but she didn't teach me any. So it does look beautiful, though. I would love to see it. Let's see. Water. But yeah, I'm excited about the Doctor Who and Star Trek talk. Let me see. Let's see. I got my sonic screwdriver. I just happen to have it right here because I'm that kind of person. Where is it? Go. And you know why I happen to have this right here by my drawing desk? Is because it's a art supply. It's a sonic screwdriver pen, and I actually filmed a video with this. It's going to go up in a few weeks where I'm doing Doctor Who art with a sonic screwdriver. Isn't this cool though? Like, isn't that neat? I love this. So I'm doing a video. You guys can look forward to it. Some Doctor Who art with my sonic screwdriver pen. I was so excited when I got this thing. I got it for, I think, Christmas years ago, and I've just been holding on to it. And I was like, I know what to do with this. So yeah, that's why it's just right here. I don't just always have it with me, because that would mean I'm the doctor. Maybe I am the doctor. We don't know. I'm not going to say for sure. Let's see. Okay. You had to learn Polish. Oh my gosh. It's complicated. You have to eat. Okay, Nazarene, thank you so much for hanging out with me. You're so kind. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a nice dinner. Let's see. So Clue, take care, Nazarene. You have no words for what you feel now? Oh, are you excited about the drawing? I'm excited. I'm so excited. It's going to be cool. A sonic screwdriver belt strap for on the go. Yeah, I should have just one in my pocket all the time. I actually have the green one from 11 as well. But I want Capaldi's. I do. I want that one. It looks really cool because it kind of has that TARDIS thing on the top. Oh, and my kitchen is done in TARDISes. My kitchen is done in TARDISes. I've got a TARDIS little rug and a TARDIS soap dispenser and a TARDIS thing for my pasta. And I've got a little TARDIS thing in my bathroom too. Yeah, because I'm that kind of girl. I wish they had more Star Trek stuff because I would have more Star Trek in my house. I would, because me and my husband, me and Dre, we love Doctor Who, we love Star Trek, we love Harry Potter, we love Ancient Aliens because we're freaks, and I mean we have a lot of like nerdy interests that we would probably have this entire house just done in nerdy sci-fi stuff, and it would be the best house ever. But yes. Ah. This is fun. This has been like all artisty people in this chat for the most part. The new, oh, I think you mean Lost in Space, yeah? I have not seen the new Lost in Space. I know, I'm horrible. And I haven't seen the new Star Trek, the Discovery. I saw the first ones that they aired on television, but after that they started charging to watch it. So I have not seen, because I'm broke. But yeah, no, I haven't seen the new Lost in Space, and I should. I know. I've heard good things. I liked the classic Lost in Space. I'm playing with this, so if you hear clicking, it's because I'm obsessed with my new Kinder Egg toy thing. I think I like this part more than I like the actual toy. Is that funny? Because I've got this little guy that came in it, but this part's actually a lot of fun. I think I'm going to put my headphones in this and keep it in my pocket so the cords don't get tangled. So, you know, it's the life hack thing that says you can use your Kinder Egg thing for this. And I'm like, I have Kinder Egg things now. Is it you like the new Lost in Space? I need to see it. You love the packaging. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I've not been eating my chocolate, but I have it over here. And it's really good. It's incredibly sweet. Like very, very sweet. Like we don't generally have chocolate that tastes this creamy and this sweet. I'm used to Hershey's. You tried to get some Kinder Eggs, but they had no art supplies in them. Aw. Yeah. Oh, cool. There's some big ones around the holidays. Awesome. I think what I figured out after I did the live stream before is the Kinder Eggs that I had, the ones with the cream on it that you had to scoop out. They were like an Easter thing because they were decorated. The packaging was decorated like Easter eggs, and it had like Easter on the side of it, like written out. So I think it was like a special Easter thing, and that's why they had the little eggs and the Easter bunny and the chicks and all those. I think that's why all the toys were kind of Eastery themed. So I think you had to find specifically had to find the Easter Kinder eggs in order to get the art supplies. So I don't know what were in the regular ones. So I had like a very specific type of Kinder egg in that video. It's so funny. I was so excited though. I was like, I'm finally gonna have them. But now I see like it's like a chocolate egg shell with a toy inside of it. That's cool. You grabbed, wait, hold on. You grabbed Haagen-Dazs caramel cone. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. The chocolate made you hungry. Right? And then these things, I think she said they're Marmite flavored, which I friggin' love Marmite. And that's another thing it's really hard to find in the United States. The toys inside change sometimes. There are art supplies and sometimes there's regular ones, but you only had little figures and cars. See, that's what I expected in mine. And then it was just so funny that I just happened to have art supplies and I was like, now I have to make a video with these. The one you have now are regular ones. It's getting hot here, so we'll only have Kinder Joy. I was like, oh, hey, Jazz. How are you doing? Oh my goodness. I just stepped on my dog's squeaky toy. I'm sorry, Abby. If you hear squeaking, that's... Oh gosh, I'm sorry, Abby. I'm trying to get her ball out from under my chair. Okay. Oh, now you want me to throw it? There you go. Okay, anyway. I'm good, Jazz. We've been talking about literally everything under the sun, like politics and UK history and the media, the problems with the media, and what the difference between Kinder Egg and Kinder Joy and Kinder Surprise are. And I opened a package, and it's been quite the adventure, this live stream, I think. But yeah, fabulous. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And we even talked about sci-fi. We talked about Harry Potter. So what would you like to discuss? It's literally been everything. We talked about how to be a good YouTuber even. Your brother picked up a Kinder Joy egg yesterday. Oh yeah, is that the first time you'd had one? Was it good? I like the creamy one with the little pop ball, like crunchy ball thing that they had going for it, but the regular ones are really good. I'm glad I got this before they stopped making them. I guess they're gonna not have them for the summer, but these are really tasty. It's funny. Let's see. Yeah, that's the one he got. Can you get the regular ones in the US? I thought you could, but I've not been able to find them. The law that prohibits them being here changed, but it doesn't look like they're importing them. So they're still just importing the creamy kind. So that sucks. I really thought I was going to be able to get them, but yeah, no. The reason I have the original kind here is because my friend Torter actually sent me a package from the UK with these and these. So these are two different snacks that I'd never had before, and they're really good. So I've got sweet and salty here, which is my favorite. Yeah, they did. They changed the law. The law that was set forth prohibiting Kinder eggs, basically, packaging, the way they were packaged, it expired because it had been made in 1932, and it expired in January of this year. So they were supposed to start sending over Kinder eggs. So they were supposed to be available, but then it turned out to be like some kind of, BS. So they didn't actually send them. I'm not sure. They have like I've only ever seen them in British vlogs and stuff. That's like the reason I know about them. I'm gonna look on the packaging and says, well, I've got a box here. It might actually say. One of them broke, so there's like chocolate in the box, so I'm trying not to dump it out. But like maybe it says where it's made. It says distributed by Ferrero UK Limited. Manufactured Greenford Road, Greenford. There's a bunch of numbers and letters, and it says UK. So I guess they're made in the UK. It says these are suitable for vegetarians. Oh, that's lovely. So I guess they don't have any meat in them. But I guess they're English. But that's where I've always seen them, is in English people's vlogs. Like, I know about them because of YouTube. Let's see. In the US, you can't embed non-edibles into food. Yeah, that's the law that they put in. The eggs can get around this by having two separate halves. Yeah. Because the shells aren't sealed. Yeah. Why Wonder Ball? What are Wonder Balls? Did we have something like this before? I don't know what Wonder Balls are. Now I want to know. I'm not going to Google it while I'm talking with you guys. But now I'm curious. Was that an American thing? All right, so Ferrero is German. So they might also produce in the other European countries. Okay. So I know that there's a candy that I really like called Ferrero Rocher or something. It's like these little crunchy bonbon things, and those things are freaking amazing. They've got like hazelnut in them, and you can usually find those around Valentine's Day when those are around. Sometimes at Christmas too, but I like those things too. Okay, let's see. It was a toy and a chocolate, and they got canceled. Oh, America sucks. That sounds cool, right? Like, that's amazing. I don't know why I'm fascinated by this stuff. I'm just intrigued. What has happened? Since my screen's randomly jumped and I wasn't touching the board, so that was weird. And it's like, oh, now it's like I didn't have my screen pulled up where I can actually see myself. I was just watching the chat, and now I'm like looking at my actual self. I did a full face of makeup. And you can't tell at all in this light. I might as well. I don't know why I bothered. Let me go back to the chat now. I don't want to look at me. Oh, but yeah, I did my nails. I don't know if you'll be able to see the colors, but Dre picked the colors for me. My nail polish was chipping really bad, and I needed to redo them. So I let him pick out the colors, and it is like this incredible bright, bright red, and it's called Picante. And then the tips are this chocolatey brown, and that color is called Nirvana. And I did an ombre, like I took a little sponge and I did a little ombre effect on them. So it blends really smooth from this bright, intense red, like fiery red, to this chocolate brown. And it's so pretty. I didn't think that it would be as pretty as it is. I guess that's what, one of the fun things where you experiment with color. You don't expect them to look good, but it looks good. So yeah, I've been trying to teach myself nail art. That's one of those things. Let me check with you guys. So let's see. Oh, I don't know if I'm going up far enough. Okay. Oh yeah, Ferrero doesn't sound German though. Have you tried? No, I don't know that one. Raffaello? I don't know that one. I'm gonna butcher the way it sounds too. I don't ever try to pronounce art supply names and things like that because I always get them wrong. Even really simple ones that we have commonly, unless it's something super easy like fine tech. I can pronounce fine tech, but certain I don't ever try with pronunciations because I am so American. I've been told that I apparently have a very strong Southern accent, and I've never thought of myself as having an accent, but apparently I do. And every once in a while, I'll hear it in myself now that it's been pointed out to me. Thanks. But I have this little hint of North Carolina, and I don't know how else to put it. I sound like I'm from the South. It's not super strong, but it is there, and I think it has affected the fact that I cannot pronounce things properly. One thing I get in trouble for a lot is I say salsa. I know it's not the spicy red dip. I know it's not salsa. It's salsa. But I always want to say it wrong. I always want to say salsa because that's how it looks to me. So yeah, I'm just as country as I can be, I guess. I don't know. I think salsa, the way I say it, is a dance. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. But no, I was not born in North Carolina. I've lived here most of my life, I guess, at this point. But my parents are both from the northern states. My mom's Ohio and my dad's Pennsylvania. And they were both in the military. So 2 military parents from the north. Somehow I got a southern accent. I don't know. But I lived in Hawaii. Well, I was born in Maryland, then we lived in Hawaii for a long time, then Florida for a long time, then Virginia, and then North Carolina. So I've lived kind of just always near the beach, but always in the South. So I've never lived above Virginia, or no, Maryland, but I would live there as an infant, so I don't really remember it. Yeah. But my dad retired from the military to live in North Carolina in 1993. So I've lived in North Carolina since 1993. So I've been here long enough to pick up a little bit of a twang, I guess. It's funny though, because people that don't live in North Carolina say I sound like I'm from North Carolina, but when I speak to other people that have lived there their whole lives, I don't sound anything like the people that are around me. It's like small hints of things that come out, if that makes sense. I think for the most part, I'm probably one of the more neutral sounding people in this state, I guess. Yeah. Let me check the chat. So they quit making them around 2000. It was candies inside of chocolate. Oh, I remember that. It had like sugar candies inside of the chocolate ball. I remember that. That was cool. Let's see. Tide Pods assured everyone that it was a good idea to keep stuff out of food, I guess. That's funny. I don't know. Tide Pod, you can't really blame Tide Pods for the stupidity because it's been around. I mean, the cinnamon challenge was literally putting people in the hospital. People have been snorting condoms up their noses. I mean, people are really not smart. So I guess. I mean, but what are they gonna do? Make cinnamon illegal? You know. Let's see. They were another toy inside the chocolate thing before they switched to candies outside. They were ultimately canceled. Okay. I think I'm caught up now. But yeah. My husband, however, he was born in North Carolina. He was born here and he was raised here. And he actually had a very rich Southern country accent because he wasn't, if you're familiar with North Carolina at all, you probably none of you are. But the way North Carolina is, it's in the South. No, cinnamon's not illegal. I was joking about the cinnamon challenge and people being dumb. But yeah. But the way North Carolina is, it's in the South and then kind of on one end in towards the mainland, there's ocean or there's mountains. Then in the middle, there's the capital city and a lot of plain area, which is where I live. And then on the coast area facing out towards Europe is all ocean and beach and everything. Plus, North Carolina has a ton of islands out off its coast. So yeah, we've got islands, we've got beach, we've got plains, and we've got mountains all in one state. And I think our state is about the same size as the UK. I'm not sure, but it's pretty large. It's a very long, flat type of shaped state. And I currently live like smack in the middle of it, basically in the capital area. But my husband, where he's from, is the mountain area, more inland. And that area is rural. It's very, very much farmland and country music, and it's very south, very almost what you think of when you think of the stereotypical country southern United States person. That's where he's from. So he had a very, very rich accent. Let's see, I can. Sweet tea. Okay, so yeah, I make really good sweet tea, and I don't know if that's a good test for you or not. You heard it when I said mountains. Okay, so yeah, Dre lives out near in the mountains, and it's very country there. And there's little words, little things that when I say it, it sounds country. And then there's other things that I say and it sounds like I'm from Florida, or, my mom's from Ohio. So sometimes I sound, like I'm Ohio. But I think for the most part, the dominating, if there's any kind of accent, it's North Carolina, unfortunately. Yeah, so my husband actually used to work in radio, and if you want to work in radio, you have to have what they call a neutral accent. So you can't have any kind of twang, and so he actually had to like train himself to speak without an accent and to sound neutral, so it would be difficult to guess where he's from. So in order to have his own, and he had a radio show. He was on the radio for a long time. In order for that to happen to him, he had to fix his accent. So he doesn't sound anything like he did when he was much younger. And he doesn't sound anything like his family because they are all very, very country. But it still comes out, like when he gets really upset, like playing video games or something. It definitely comes out, and it's very funny to me because all of a sudden this very straight speaking person will be like, and I don't want to cuss speaking with this, when he's really mad, he'll be like, God darn it. And I'm like, honey, are you okay? So what did you think, Mr. Ed? Did I pass with saying sweet tea? I actually really don't like sweet tea very much. I'll order it every once in a while, but I prefer hot tea or just plain water or something. But Dre loves him some sweet tea. If I make it, he will drink it. And you've got to make it the Southern way too. You've got to put like half a ton of sugar in there. It's got to be more like sugar water with some brown coloring in it. But yeah. Anyway, oh my gosh, what other topics can we possibly cover in this live stream? You can't say it without sounding country. Yeah. I want to hear you say sweet tea now. Next time I'm in one of your live streams, I'm going to make you say it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I was saying earlier I did the guest live stream or the guest voiceover for Kim today, since she can't talk right now. And, you know, she's English and she had sent me a script and I started off thinking, I'm going to do this in a British accent. And I didn't even get through the first sentence and I just cracked myself up. I was like, okay, I will stop. I will not do this. I just sent it to her that way and she totally left it in. So if you guys want to hear me trying to do a British accent, you can watch that video because, oh my gosh, it's not good. I can't stop playing with this thing. This is the real toy. This thing right here, because it makes. Bleh. I'm holding it to the camera like you can hear it better. That's the best noise. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is the best toy right here. I'm excited about this thing. I need to put it down. I need to stop. I'm wondering how many, since there's so many artists here, how many of you guys are like this? Do you just have your desk and your work area just and your chair? Everything is just piles of stuff that you might use. You don't want to put it away because you might use it and you don't want to have to go find it if you put it away. Because that's how my desk is. Like literally, I can just reach down and grab a material. I can reach over here and grab a material. I can reach through and grab some watercolors. I've got so much junk. And not junk. This is the best stuff ever, but I've just got it piled up. Like I've got my Posca pen just sitting here. Like, why do I need this right here? I don't need this right now. I should put this away, but nope. I might use it later. My workspace, like literally, I'm not painting, but I have my watercolor water is just sitting here waiting for painting. Like everything at arm's reach. Exactly. Only if there's free space. Yep, where the keyboard is. Exactly. This is my space. And a sonic screwdriver. Yes. You need it. You need it right where you can get it. You need it. Your sister yells at you for leaving the drawers open. Oh, right? My husband basically just gave up. He gave up because for a while, the living room was supposed to be where he does the gaming and he does his thing. But I kept wanting to be with him. So I would bring stuff out of my little storage area and I would bring it and then I would leave it in the living room because I didn't want to put it away because I might use it. So I was doing all my art in the living room anyway. So guess where my desk is now? My desk is in the living room. And I've basically turned this into my art studio. We've got the TV, the couch, and my art junk. Let's see. You're lucky your fiance has his own desk. Yeah, right? And Dre's work is right there. That's why I always have to stream so late because I can't stream with Dre sitting right here handling clients. So yeah, it's too, you don't think to close stuff up. Like because you're so into what you're doing. Like literally, my pencil case is just sitting here open because I might need it. Like why bother zipping it up when I'm gonna use it later? So I've literally just got, and I could just touch. I'll show you how high up my pile of art stuff here is. I'm touching art stuff. It's that high. It's like a mountain of stuff here. So your fiance has to leave the room when you film stuff. Only the dog is allowed to stay. Well, yeah, I mean, it's good as long as your dog is quiet. Because my dog is not quiet. She gets really confused when I'm talking because she doesn't know if I'm talking to her or Dre or what. And she's like, "You're not on the phone. What's going on, Mom?" And so she figures if I'm not talking to anyone else, I must be talking to her. So she starts bringing me all of her noisiest toys. That's one of the hardest parts about sitting and filming a sit-down video. And I'll tell you the things that are like, okay, right now, there's maintenance workers constantly working on the outside because they're doing all this landscape stuff. So that's keeping me from being able to film. 2, I live in the city, so there's constant traffic noise. There's constant sirens, things like that. So filming is really hard just to avoid the noises of the city. And a third thing that's keeping me from filming, especially in the morning time. You have to go, Jess. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you. Have a good dinner. You're so sweet. Thank you for popping by. Yeah, a third thing that's keeping me from filming is we have a mockingbird that lives in this tree, like that's right outside of my window. It's right there. And this mockingbird is really loud, and once it starts going, it goes and goes and goes for hours and hours and hours. And it doesn't just make bird noises, like it also mimics cars and sirens and car alarm noises and stuff. So it'll start, its favorite one is this car alarm that goes woo, 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 and it just does this for hours. So that's keeping me from filming, which sucks. And yeah, so that's that. And then also there's always Abby wanting to play and bringing me her squeaky ball and rubbing her toy, her wet, slimy, slobbery toy all over my leg while I'm trying to talk. So there's that too. Let's see. Your dog, he grunts like, oh, that's so cute. Out of curiosity, where do you walk your dog living in the city? There is this little, I'm really fortunate because my apartment is right next to it, but my apartment area has this little patch of grass just on the side, kind of near the dumpster area for walking your dog. And there's these little posts with poopy bags and stuff like that. And everyone's supposed to clean up after their dog, but I'm one of the only people that does it. So it's just a landmine of nothing. It's like having to navigate. And everyone else has these massive dogs. I can't imagine having a huge dog in a tiny apartment in the city. It just seems crazy to me, but a lot of people do it. My dog is teeny tiny, so she can run around the apartment and wear herself out. But yeah, we can walk her in. It's right there. I'm actually also very fortunate because my dog is toilet trained. And that's going to sound crazy, but I have agoraphobia. I think you're a little new to the channel, right? You've not been watching a long time, but I have something called agoraphobia, which means I have extreme fear about leaving home. And so sometimes I just can't make myself go outside. And that's just due to mental illness. And which I am seeing a doctor about. I am trying to get a grip on things, but it's one of those things. So Yeah, you're here for a few weeks. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you probably haven't seen some of my videos about agoraphobia, but long story short, I don't go outside a lot of the time because I'm scared. Which is ridiculous, but it's true. I know it's dumb. I understand that, but it's just something that I can't control in my head. So my dog is actually toilet trained. She has her own little toilet, and she uses her toilet if we can't go outside. So yeah, there's that. But yeah. So now you've learned another thing about me. And I do talk about it openly, but at the same time, it's really kind of embarrassing. Like, I've made videos about it, but it feels weird talking about it because I'm scared of something so silly. And I know it's silly because I didn't used to be afraid of it. I was not always this way. I used to be like to travel. I used to love to leave home or go out and go dancing or go running. I used to be a runner and I used to jog. I used to do lots of stuff. And then at some point, I turned into a very cowardly person. And I can't leave my home because I'm afraid. So, anyway, there's videos about it, but yeah. But anyway. Yes, that's a really good quote. I didn't know he had said that. There's a good reason why humans made inside perfect. You're right. You can control the temperature, you can control everything. And as long as no one from the outside forces their way in, I'm safe here. I'm not in an area that has earthquakes. I'm not in an area with extreme weather. I'm far enough away from the coast to where if a hurricane hits, I probably will be okay. I'm up high, so I don't have to worry about any kind of flooding. I'm not near any water. I'm good. I'm in a situation where I'm safe, I'm warm, I'm around things that I feel comfortable in, and no one's gonna shoot me. I'm safe. And as the second I go outside, all of that changes. So, yeah, if you're interested in it at all, I can talk about it more. But like I said, it's embarrassing to me because I feel like, I don't know, like it's not something that I didn't always deal with. You don't have problems to go out, but yeah, I mean, staying home is nice, right? Staying home is nice. Let's see. Are you leaving, Ed? Let's see, message you about the ACEO April. Yeah, you have to go. Okay. Such a pleasure. Oh, well, thank you so much for hanging out. You're such a sweetheart. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really, really, really interested in trading. I will message you. I'm excited. The way I'm doing trading, real quick, you pick out something that you want, I'll send it to you. You pick out one of your favorite things and send it to me. Just surprise me. Surprise me. I want something that you're proud of. That's my only request. So send me a card that you're really proud of, and I'll send you one that you like, and it'll be even. Fair deal. So I'm excited. Somebody was really confused about that earlier. Let's see. Oh, are you alone, Lena? I don't know how to check and see how many people are watching. Like, I don't know where that is. I know Nazreen said she was just going to hang and just do stuff in the background, but I'm not sure if she's still there or not. I have no idea how to tell how many people are watching. I don't know. Yes, our trade is still on. Absolutely. Oh, okay, there's 2 viewers. Okay. So that's probably Mr. Ed who's about to leave and you. So it's just going to be you and me. That's okay. I should probably go. I think I've been on for a really long time. I mean, unless you just want to hang out, like I'm cool with that, but yeah, this has been a long, and we've talked about just about everything. My goodness. Bye, Mr. Ed. Yeah, please. I'll message you. I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. Because your work is just gorgeous. It really is so good. But yeah, someone was confused about that. Me saying that I just wanted to be surprised. They were like, "Are you sure you don't want to pick a theme of something? Is there anything you like in particular?" I was like, "I just want it to be something you're proud of. I'm interested in what the artists are interested in and what they find pride in, whatever they worked hard on and whatever they feel it was successful. That's what I want to see. I don't really want anything in particular with the trades. So I just want them to give me something that they are happy with, and that way I can kind of learn a little bit about them as an artist, so I can see what they found what they thought was good. And I think that's awesome. I'm pretty excited about seeing it, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to save up all of them as I get them in the mail, and I'm going to put them in a pile, and I'm probably going to do a live stream where I just go through and open them all up, and it's going to be like Christmas morning. It's going to be like getting a ton of presents, because I'm going to get all of it's going to be surprise, and I'm not going to know what any of it is, and it's going to be amazing. I'm going to be able to just one after another, just tons of art, and have this amazing pile of art that I did not know was coming. Like I know it's coming, but I didn't know what it was that was coming. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a surprise. I'm so into it. So yeah, that's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. It could take a while. Yeah, that's okay. Anything that's sent to me is going to take a while, because my mailman is not very good. He's very slow. So it takes me something that was supposed to arrive in 3 days time. I think it took 6 weeks for it to get to me. So stuff just takes a while. I'm used to it. I'm not in any kind of hurry. So, but yeah, I think I am gonna go though. I think, but I think I am gonna do a live stream again. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's been amazing. I really appreciate you, and I'm excited about doing our trade. And yeah, if you haven't sent me a DM with your address yet, I've gotten quite a few. But I don't think I've gotten your address yet. So send me a direct message so we can swap addresses, and we will do that. So yay. I'm excited. And yeah, I'm going to go. Thank you. And anyone that's watching this back later on, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next live stream. Thanks, Lana, for hanging out. I appreciate it. See you then. Bye.